Hi everybody, welcome to Death's Head Tarot. I'm doing a little bit of a different read tonight. Instead of just doing collective, I'm actually going to do a specific one called How Do They Feel About You? So take whatever resonates, leave behind what doesn't for someone else. Because it is a group of people, it's not a personal reading, then it isn't necessarily going to apply to you in terms of all the information. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle a few cards first just to kind of get a feel for how this person is feeling about you, or even how they view you. So how does your person, whoever that might be, whether you're in contact with them or not, but if you're not sure, maybe this is somebody that you really like, but you don't know how they feel about you. Maybe this is somebody that you have been involved with and it hasn't really gotten very serious, or it hasn't moved to the level that you're looking for, then this reading might apply to you. So how does their person feel about them? How does their person feel about them? So it's kind of like getting a picture, I guess, so to speak, of how this person feels about you, which is why I use a couple different decks. So you can always fast forward to when I flip the cards, and I can put a timestamp down below for you if you don't like to wait for this part, or maybe you just don't like the sound of the cards shuffling. So I also don't take cards that fall or fly out, just because I like to make sure that I'm really focused on the question when I go to pull. So how does their person feel about them? And let me know down below what you prefer. If you prefer that I pull these ahead of time and then flip them after, and that's where I start the video, or vice versa. And then I can kind of get an idea. How does their person feel about them? How does their person feel about them? So I'm just going to do 2 more decks. I'm going to use my these twin flame cards. It doesn't matter if this person's a twin flame or not. I just find that these cards are very accurate, very descriptive when it comes to the dynamics between people and the connection, what's happening, where there might be some blocks, etc., etc. Okay, so how does this person feel about them? How does their person feel about them? Okay, and then just one more, and I may pull some more just you know, to get some more information from, I do have a couple other decks here that would definitely apply. So how does their person feel about them? And, you know, if you're still hanging around for this part before I flip the cards, feel free to focus on the person that you're dealing with, because energy doesn't know time or space. And if you are watching this video, it will absolutely have an impact on the information that I pick up in this reading. So, Spirit, can you please tell me how their person feels about them? How does their person feel about them? And there is no time stamp in terms of when this reading is for. It's whenever you come across it, that's when it applies. Can you tell me how this person feels about them? How does this person feel about them? How does their person feel about them? I'm going to actually do 2 of these. I'm going to stick those right there. Okay. So, radical acceptance is the first one. I don't usually read cards that are upside down, but I'm going to. I don't actually keep my cards upside down just because I feel like there's more than enough information in the cards upright. Wow, okay. This is like a pretty intense connection here, interestingly enough. Okay, so the first card that I am kind of really noticing, hopefully you can see all these, and hopefully they come up straight and not kind of crooked. On my screen it looks a little bit crooked, but I feel like that's because the actual video, like the screen where I can see everything, is just slightly tilted, so the image looks like it's straight, so hopefully it is. But the first one that I'm really drawn to here is this telepathic messages. I close my eyes and imagine that you're here with me. It feels so real. I'm beginning to understand this is what it means to be in 5D with you. So I'm not sure I'm totally on board with the whole 5D thing, but the closing my eyes and imagining that you're here with me, it feels so real. I kind of am getting that this person is not around you right now, that they are thinking of you, they are remembering things between you. I'm also kind of getting that there is this, if you are not married, which I don't think you are, that's not what's coming up here for me, they are thinking about this in a future tense kind of way. I feel like they're also, they see you as somebody who is not very connected to their family, but somehow is able to make them feel like there's a very strong connection between you and them. This is definitely, there's romantic feelings here. So, or at least that's how this person is looking at you. They feel like the connection between you is very intense. I mean, that's kind of coming up here. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, and then intense partnerships. All-consuming lover, deep, generous, seductive, romantic. I think that this person feels that maybe you don't always show how you're feeling, at least when it comes to negative emotions, but I feel like they do feel as though you do share, or you don't make it a secret about how you feel about them romantically. But I also think that even though you're not, for whatever reason, together, so either you're not sharing the same living situation, or maybe you're not even in the same country, which I do think is quite possible. They see you as somebody who just accepts this. You're not letting it really affect you, at least not based on how they perceive you. They feel like you're still able to go about doing whatever it is that you need to do, living your life. But there is definitely a strong mental connection. And this person, I mean, there's a lot of love here. There's also a lot of memories. There's a lot of looking back at memories and how they think of you and how much fun that they've had with you. How you make them feel at ease. You make them feel like your best friends, really. I think that the goal here, or at least this long-term desire that they have, is to either to actually get married to you, or to be committed to you, there's a ring on each other's finger. I don't get the feeling that they have to be married. I think that they are somebody who is very loyal, and they don't require a wedding ring for that loyalty. It's not like, in their minds when they get married, that's the thing that seals the deal, and now, they have to be loyal. I think they are loyal people, just as a rule about who they are. And they definitely are, in their minds, being with you or trying their best to move towards you is what they would consider following their bliss. They also see you as somebody that does this. So, because there's this distance here, I do kind of feel like I would like to know what is the reason for this distance. Why are you not together here? So I'm going to use the same cards actually that I used here. So why aren't these people together? They really love touching you as well. I think they are a big physical touch person, is their, if not their top love language. It's a very, very close second. I think they love how you feel. They love how you smell. They love everything about you. And you don't need to look perfect. They even think that you're beautiful even when you don't. You're not all dolled up or looking like you're ready to go out to the club or whatever. They feel like you have a natural beauty about you. You don't really need anything to make you look beautiful. You just are already. Tell me why these two people are not together right now. So I'm kind of getting that this person doesn't feel like they're good enough for you right now, where they're at. They feel like they need to up the ante here. They need to bring some healing into their lives, and the way that that needs to happen is on their own. They need to do this on their own. But I do see that they are really going inward, because there is a goal here, and the goal is to win. And it's not necessarily that they're not looking at you like you are a trophy, or that you are something that like a thing that is just to be won and then kind of left. This isn't how they're viewing you, but it's more like the life that they kind of picture with you. That's the thing that they're trying to get to. That's the goal, is to bring themselves more into balance, to heal themselves enough by going in, asking questions, bringing some clarity and some light to what is what's going on inside of them. That will allow them, at least in their minds, to really be able to have this life that they're looking towards, that they really want. They also see you as very strong, that you are able to just radically accept whatever these circumstances are. It doesn't seem to be weakening you, at least not the way that they perceive you. It's almost like it's made you even stronger, which they don't even really totally know how that's possible, because for them it feels as though it's making things a little bit harder for them. It might even be making them feel weak to not have you. And I think that's what they see in you. That's the thing that you bring to the relationship is this this strength to endure and do what it is that you need to do, even in the face of separation or the face of not having, ultimately the same kind of outcome here that they're wanting as well. So I think I would like to ask, what is their actions towards you? What are the next actions that they're going to take towards you? Yeah, let's ask that. Let me see which cards I would like to use. Okay, so what is going to be their next actions towards you? Because they are going inward here. Okay, so I actually have two questions now. What is the next action they're going to take towards you? Is the first one. And the second one is, what have they done when they take this action towards you? What will they tell you that they have done to show you, or to try to convince you that they have gone in and done some work here? What is their next action towards you going to be? I'm just going to turn these over after just because I have two. And then what are they going to tell you they've done to let you know what it is that they have healed, or to show you that, you know, they're ready to move forward on this? What are they going to tell you they've done? Oh, okay, so I just heard 3. Okay, so what is their next action towards you? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's going to be very passionate. There's going to be a big amount of energy. I see that they're the ones that are going to, they're going to take that step towards you. But it's going to come in the form of some kind of action. So it's not that they're going to message you or talk to you, or but it's going to be in some sort of action. So maybe they're going to come over, maybe they're going to call, and they're going to say that this is what they would like to do. They would like to make plans to see you. They would like to make a plan to do something. And maybe it's like something that feels kind of big. Maybe it's something you've never done before. This is the first time that you're doing it. And I kind of am getting this like some kind of show, going to some kind of show. But when I say show, I don't mean like movie. I mean, maybe you go to, like, and this is interesting, but the Nutcracker is what I'm hearing. So, but it is something that is big. It's kind of a grand gesture. It's not big as in like, you know, they're going to buy you a wedding ring or something, but it is going to be big enough that it's going to feel like a big enough deal to you, because this is not something that you have done before. I'm also getting that I need to grab one of these for this pile here. So what are they going to tell you that they've done? What action have they taken to move this forward here? How have they brought themselves into balance, or how are they going to tell you that they've brought themselves into balance here? Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So the first thing that I heard when I turned over the first card was what they're going to tell you is that they've cleaned up their act. And they are, what they're working on doing, something that they are trying to put down all fear of doing, is communicating with you about their feelings. They are recognizing, and they feel that they're telling you that they're recognizing that in order to have a commitment with you that does go from wherever you guys are now to engagement to wedding, they have cleaned up their act here, and they are now looking to communicate with you, not necessarily just their good feelings, but all their feelings. And they really want to show you again, they don't just want to tell you, they really want to show you this. And so the grand gesture is not just about trying to woo you or get you to, to convince you that you should stay with them or that you should start this with them or whatever it is. They want to show you this and they want to do it quickly. They really don't want to wait. And my advice on that is always to follow your own intuition, follow your gut, pay attention to actions, not just words. People can say a lot of amazing, convincing things and then fall flat when it comes to actually following through. So I think this person really does want to, they do want to be with you, and they're thinking about you all the time. Like, it's continuous, actually. And if they're not talking now, that doesn't mean that they're not constantly thinking about you. It just means that they are still in this stage here, where they are trying to bring themselves into balance by going inward, because they really are, they're focused on what it is that they're wanting. And it is you. It's following their bliss here, because they feel like you're the one for them. This person loves you. So just make sure that you do what's best for you, and do it at the pace that's best for you. Do not feel the need to rush into anything if you're not totally sure. Just kind of let things unfold. Let this person communicate to you. Let this person do the things that they would like to do. Let them earn this right to have you to open up and be vulnerable to them and to trust them with that. Okay, so this is your How Do They Feel About You reading. Thank you, as always, for watching. I do hope that you come back. If you liked it, please press the like button. Please let me know down in the comments if this was a reading that you would like to see again. And let me know also if you would prefer if I did the shuffling before I started recording, or if you don't mind. And for those that would rather skip that, I'm going to put down the time that you can move to when I pull the cards or turn the first cards over anyway. Again, this is Death's Head Tarot, and I will see you again.